Hi and welcome to Art at the End of the Day, episode 13. My guest today is an artist I recently met at the Art in the Docks Christmas party. And I had a lovely conversation with her and wanted to expand on that to hear her journey into the world of music. EverythingZeZe, multifaceted artist known for her dynamic contributions to the music scene. She recently released her debut album, One Love, which is now available on all streaming platforms. The album features tracks like One Love featuring Head Top and BWC Band and Another Level produced by Doomzday International Sound. In addition to her musical endeavours, Zeze has found the love of drawing and painting, which has made its way onto the One Love album cover. So please listen with me to a chat with EverythingZeZe. I always start with how did you become an artist? When did you start singing? Probably young, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Always sung. That's always my first question for everybody.
Okay, so how did I get into being an artist? I think it was more like just quite natural. I've always kind of taken to singing, and then I was exposed to a lot of music growing up because my dad DJ'd.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so I got to listen to like a lot of like reggae songs on like the turntables, and actually see records and stuff. I think
your parents always influence with music, don't they?
Yeah,
because it's what they listen to, and you're there anyway. You can't get away from it, can you? So you're there.
Honestly.
But yeah, it's
so I just feel like it was just something I was drawn to. But I kind of naturally had a support system around me, just because like my dad's friend group, like they was kind of into music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. When did you sort of start? Because you've got a debut album coming out now. Was it out now?
Yeah, so my debut album, One Love, that's out now, available on all streaming platforms. But yeah, it's my debut album. Very excited.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So when did you record that? How long did it take to record that?
Okay, so Sneaky Secret, it's a compilation of like different songs that I've made throughout my career. So it wasn't a thing where I was like, okay, I'm going to make an album, let me go into the studio and like bang out these like 5 to 10 songs. It's more like pieces from my archive throughout my career. Some are really recent, some a little bit older. But yeah, it kind of more captures my journey. So that's, I feel like, the fun part of the debut album. Like, it came together really organically and the songs kind of meshed. Yeah. It's got some R&B vibes, it's got some reggae vibes, it's got some hip-hop and rap vibes. So yeah, it kind of maps out the different places I've been making music, the different influences of different times. Yeah.
I love One Love. That's my favourite. Because I've listened to it. I've listened to it, and I like that. And even though I'm not an old man yet, it's very good. That's my favourite.
Oh, thank you. No, it's had some really good feedback. Thank you so much.
No, it's so good. But how do you write? Do you just think of things in your head and like, or jot down, or how do you?
So it really varies. I've had a lot of people ask me, do I write first and then put it to a song? And interestingly enough, my process is really quite different to that. I would more hear the instrumental first, or hear if I'm working with a live band. No, honestly, yeah, I'm really quite melodical, so I'll try and hear the sounds first, and then through hearing the sounds, I'll probably, like, a concept will come to my head. And it might be one concept that comes to my head, or it might be like a few different concepts, and then I'll play around with the different lyrics and I'll see what one kind of fits and what one seems like the most authentic. I can write without an instrumental, but sometimes I aim not to, because I feel like being a producer is a really challenging thing in itself, and I can't produce yet. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's a real tribute to a producer's work to be able to hear their sounds, acknowledge their sounds, and then be inspired by their sounds, rather than me trying to write and then influence a producer's sounds.
So the producer sort of helps you put it all together, does it?
100%, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'll hear the production and I'll kind of just tap into what it evokes in me.
Does it help having someone else bouncing off of it, like producing, or is it really hard on your own, or do you find it better if you're left alone to do it?
It depends. No, it really depends. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so for example, with the song One Love, it was a real collective song. Do you know what I mean? I was writing it live with my band at the time, and they was playing around with different sounds, and then a concept got thrown out there, and like the room's buzzing, and I'm writing away, and then I'm singing out kind of like the ideas that have come to my head, and then like my bandmates like, oh my goodness, that's so good, yeah, continue writing it, continue, like the pressure's more on. So it just depends. But no, like sometimes you're in a group setting and the pressure's on, but you just got to activate, do you know what I mean? You don't want to let people down, you just tap into...
So just sort of jam away and then the ideas come from that.
Exactly. So yeah, me and my band will jam and I'll be like humming along and then I'll zone out. Yeah. Because I've got to get some lyrics down. Do you know what I mean? So there'll be a time when I'll just kind of... I'm in the room, but I'm checked out because I'm like in my phone or I'm writing lyrics down. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, I'm going to zone back in with a song. So yeah, that was a fun process.
When you're out and about, are you listening or still tapping away? Do things come into your head where even just doing every day, like being on a bus or whatever, you think of something?
Yeah, ideas that constantly come to my head. Do you know what I mean? It's really important for me to have my phone on me so I can like record voice memos, or I can record, like write down notes of like lyrics that come to my head. Like it's non-stop. Like legit, it's just non-stop. It's just because ideas, they can come and go, so it's about capturing it like whilst you're on your way to the shops or whilst you're doing everyday stuff, because once the idea's gone, it's gone, do you know what I mean? So I just got to kind of get a sample down and then kind of revisit it when I've got like a moment. Yeah,
I mean, it's like other guys have been speaking to saying that art is within you, the same with yourself, isn't it? It's within you, so it's probably constantly boiling around, bubbling over, and you've got to get it. Do you sort of sing away on your phone and get the lyrics like that, or do you write it?
Yeah. many a song idea have been recorded on a lunch break, or I have to excuse myself to go to the ladies' room and get something down. Yeah, honestly.
Might be a echo in some ladies' rooms.
Honestly, just got to like make sure the room's clear. Okay, quickly sing this into your phone. Okay, pop back out. Do what you need to do. Yeah, I got to capture it.
That's good, isn't it? No, that sort of adds to your life. So it's all encapsulating. Music is your life, isn't it?
Honestly, it's all encompassing. I don't know how I'd get away from it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like my social circle, a lot of them are musicians, a lot of them are artists within their own right, whether that's through kind of dance or painting mediums. Like creativity and art is really close to my heart. So I don't know, the lyrics come to my head, I feel the impulse to sing and make sounds. I don't know how I'd get away from it.
It's part of you.
Honestly.
You. And like you say, it's from your dad and that, and you've grown up with it, and it is you. You'll never get away from it.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to, you'd never get away from it.
Exactly.
Again, it all comes out of love, doesn't it? Of love for that. And it is you. Just will always.
Exactly. I always find myself back to music.
It's nice. I love music. Music is brilliant. You could forget things and be forgetful. I mean, you see certain age people that when they have someone in their care home start singing, they remember. But without that, they forget their own names even, or their loved ones. But as soon as you bring music into it, they're right back there. Yeah. Music is unbelievable. I love music, and I'm always playing music, but evokes emotion, remembering, and all that, doesn't it? And yeah, you're now a part of that. So when people listen to your music, they'll remember that point that they first heard One Love or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're going to be in. That's you.
Honestly,
It's you.
like
People always remember your track, and they go, "Oh, I was here," or they'll remember. They'll connect with your words. Mm-hmm. They might not come out with what you mean, but they'll get their own meaning from it. But yeah, you are part of it now.
Honestly, there's no going back.
No,
exactly. Everyone's asking me, okay, what's next on the agenda? When's the next show? When's the next project? Like, I'm in it.
Yeah. Have you done many live?
Oh yeah. I do love a live gig. Yeah. Aside from writing, that's one of my favourite parts about music. I do really love to perform, and seeing people get up or seeing people moved by what you're singing, and seeing just that moment where you get to kind of help people visualize what you're trying to get across in the song, and how you can, or how I like to kind of perform the songs differently at different venues, so it is kind of a once in a lifetime experience. It's not going to sound how it sounds on a record.
Nice, yes.
You know what I mean? You're going to play around with it more. You're going to have that back and forth. So no, I really do enjoy a live show. Like, there's a lot that goes into it, and it can be stressful, but it's a good process and a good part of the creative experience.
Did you get nervous when you were walking out there?
Nervous. Okay. Nervous, excited, what do you want to call it? I'm all of the above. If I do a show, like when I do a show, it takes me a little while to process what just happened. So I'll give myself like a few days, and then probably I'll watch the footage and I'll be like, oh wow, you really did your stuff. But like, I like to see people enjoying themselves. But yeah, leading up to going on stage, there is a lot of nervousness, there is a lot of excitement. And similarly to if I'm writing in a group setting, there's that point where I zone out and I just try and find that peace of mind, because I know I've got to do a job and I've got to be in the best space to give it the best for the people that have turned up in a venue. So yeah, I enjoy watching people enjoy themselves, but I'm literally like business mode.
So you go in, zone out, whether you're writing or whether you're performing. It's like
exactly, like tunnel vision, zone in. Do you know what I mean? We'll laugh and we'll dance after the show, but right now I need to get into that space where I can give it my all and leave everything on the stage.
It might not be for you, but I can't do it. But
it's interesting. No, it's funny because I'll be around some athletes and it'll be interesting. They'll be like, after listening to my album, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, that's really tiring. Yeah,
because it's breathing and all that, isn't it? It's a lot.
Yeah, so I thought that was really quite interesting, because I'm thinking that some of you are really quite established and you're saying that what I'm doing is tiring. But yeah, I do try and even outside of performing and stuff like that, I do try and make sure I'm working out, I'm in the gym, I'm kind of living a healthy lifestyle, because when it does come to stage shows and you're singing these songs back to back and you have to give it your all when you're moving, it can be quite tiring.
Yeah, no, you're not just standing there, you are sort of getting with the rhythm, you're dancing. Yes,
exactly. 100%. And you got to get them lyrics out. You can't be tripping on your words. You got to get them out.
You got to perform, wouldn't you?
100%. You can breathe later. You can breathe later. Honestly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. But you got any coming up soon?
Nothing in the mix right now. I am planning some things with my band members, which is going to be very exciting. So I'm just waiting for one of my band members to get back from holiday, because they're literally like, we need to take this song on the road. So watch this space. But that's going to be so fun. Like, it's literally going to be so fun. I love live music. And One Love, the album, is the first time I've had a single release with my band. So yeah, that's going to be a really fun experience doing that live. Yeah.
It'll be interesting. There's a next stage along, isn't it? Like the progression there.
100%. Oh, I've always wanted a band.
Yeah,
I always wanted a
what
band.
to do as well. Yeah, you're not playing that right. I want it to sound like this.
Oh my goodness,
Yes,
my band members are so talented. There's a lot of ways that they help me become a greater artist. Like they're so experienced, they're so established. So there's a lot of things that I learned from them.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So yeah, understandably, like or surprisingly to some, this is where I'll take a bit of a backseat rather than be Miss Bossy Boots, because I like to, like, there's a saying I have is let the professionals professional. Do you know what I mean? Like, a producer's very skilled, like an instrument player is very skilled, and I'd rather kind of just watch them in awe and let them really express themselves to the fullest of their extent, and then find how I can add to it vocally or through lyrics. But yeah, let the professionals professional. I don't want to inhibit anyone's creativity.
No, it'll make a better show and stuff like that if you're all doing your thing. Yeah, because you play well better that way, because you can't instruct a organ, piano or whatever saying do it this way, because he knows.
Yeah.
But you know how to sing. So
exactly.
Vice versa, they can't say, no, sing it this way. You know how to sing. So,
yeah.
Oh, that'd be good then. That'd be exciting. Do you know when, roughly? Or
definitely by summer I'll be out on the road. Definitely by summer. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And especially because, like, One Love, that particular song, it's got reggae vibes, and you know, summertime festivals, like you need to get that reggae on the road.
Yeah, that's gonna be the summer vibe. That one,
exactly.
It is very summery. Even playing it now, it's still very summery.
I know.
It helps you to think of the summer.
Exactly. So it was a very fun time to release an album coming up towards like the end of the year, and then obviously spring's coming, people are going to find out about it. Certain people have found out about it in the winter and it's got them through the winter. Certain people are going to find out about it in spring and be like, oh my goodness, the sun's shining, we're looking forward to summer. And I feel like it gives the album a nice long lifespan, and I've always said that I like to make timeless music. Yeah, so whenever people find it is whenever they find it, and I want it to be able to stand the test of time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
First one, and then be many more.
Definitely. I've got the buzz. I've got the buzz because doing my debut album, I didn't really understand like the impact of it. Do you know what I mean? But now, like, as much as I've been an artist and I've released singles like Sweat, Run After Me, and they've done really well, but now having an album, I'm like, oh, you're an artist, okay? Exactly.
Yeah, it must be exciting to say, like, I've got an album.
100%. Like, it's giving me a lot of brownie points. Let me not brag.
Why not?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I've appreciated that, but now I'm like thinking, oh yeah, I can't wait for my next album, and I've got to be like, okay, all right, EverythingZeZe, slow down, you got to let this one marinate
in
first.
Your name, it got to be EverythingZeZe.
Yeah, I've got to be EverythingZeZe. I've got to be true to the name.
Yeah. Plus, it must be nice because you've got, like you say, it's all a collection of previous records there, so it's nice to have it all in one.
Yeah.
So it can be listened to as a complete collection.
Honestly, because then even like a lot of the songs, like, I'll perform at shows, and it's always that question of where do you find it? Where do you find this song? So, yeah, there's some really new songs on there, and then there's some, like, favourites. Do you know what I mean? Some fan favourites that I've been able to get on there so people can download. Yeah,
it's nice because then that brings them to the album, doesn't it?
Exactly.
For the stuff that they know, and then introduce them to your new songs and that. Yeah, it's really good.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's been fun. Well, it's all been fun. It's been overwhelming. Yeah. It's
a lot of work though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think that's why it's good to have, like, a team of supporters. Like, I got my mama jar. I got my dada jar. I don't know if that's a term. But do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're very supportive along the journey. helping me like do my online stuff, always supportive. Okay, do you know what, this person's contacting me about a show, can you guys come along with me, do you know what I mean? So
I think early on you need to support. Well, I need support even at my age. I think you always need support. I think, and it's nice to have people there with you. And, you can always deal with support. I don't mind a bit of support.
Exactly.
It's nice to have your family and friends and whoever with you. Because you don't want to be on your own doing it. You want everybody with you. You've got to have your entourage now, haven't you? When you're walking along, they've got to be there. And, and then the bouncer and all that, you've got to have him. Excuse me. Keep away from the paparazzi and stuff.
Honestly, no cameras, please.
No, sorry.
Send aside.
Can I take a selfie? No. You get to that point there, you can't
you bombarded?
Yeah, but no, it's brilliant. And I admire it because, like I say, I love music. I dabbled in playing the piano when I was a child.
Very nice.
I can play ish, but I admire anybody who can play an instrument, and your voice is an instrument, and it's so wonderful.
Yeah,
because it's music. Music is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
I think even more powerful than other types of art, like painting, drawing, and all that. I think music is, I don't know, it's more, it's alive, isn't it? Compared to that, which is just a flat picture. Music is can bring a lot of emotion out in people. Yes, it's so good. It's nice to speak to someone who sings in that. I admire you. I really do, because it's a wonderful thing. It's a natural. So, are you writing there for other stuff, or?
Oh yeah, I'm always writing. Yeah. I'm always writing. I was having a conversation yesterday, and it was a friend of mine just picking my brain a little bit, and and he was just talking about the process, if I was writing, etc., etc. And then like he got really profound, just kind of like talking about like where I see like the meaning of life, and
he's going deep.
If I feel like things happen for a reason, I was like, wow, like, do you think I'm this really wise person? But no, do you know what it is? The conversation, it made me want to put into a song these questions that people have. Do you know what I mean? Because I like to write from my experience, and I like to write from the experience of what other people have that they may not be able to put out. But these are really kind of natural questions. Like, what is the meaning of life? Do you think everything happens for a reason? If you think everything happens for a reason, why do bad things happen? Do you know what I mean? And there's a song that I have on my album. It's called Another Level, and it kind of dabbles into those questions a little bit. But conversations like that, they make me want to write. Do you know what I mean? Because that was a person that was like, oh yeah, I've really heard your album, like it's really good, like I wish I could put my ideas into music like that. And I was thinking, okay, handy, you know someone who probably can. Do you know what I mean? So I do want to make, like I said, make music that's timeless, but also make music that's relatable, because these, like I said, these are questions that people have. Do you know what I mean? And emotions like heartbreak, emotions like resilience, emotions like losing a family or family member or friends. These are things that are going to happen to everyone in life. And it's nice to sort of listen to a song that's got that in it. It helps and stuff like that. But it's all life skills, isn't it? And you meet different people that you probably integrate within your music, and all the things that you'll be doing as you get older. It's a kind of never-ending subject, isn't it? Honestly, because even with Another Level, that was produced by Doomzday International Sound, so big up my producers over in Boston. But with that song, it was kind of like the chorus, it has a lot of whys and it kind of urges you to think, but it has a lot of just encouraging people to accept that life will change. Your friendship group will change. Your aspirations will change. Your ideas of success and community and togetherness is going to change. And what are you going to do with that? Are you going to kind of mourn that life around you and people around you are changing, or are you going to be like the phoenix? Do you know what I mean? Are you going to be like the phoenix and get on with it when these challenges happen?
You can either like let it push you down or let it build you up. One of the two. It's best to let it build you up.
Exactly.
It's life is life. I mean, do you believe in things happen for a reason?
Do I? I think yes and no. Like, I think it's a tricky one because, in terms of like resilience and overcoming things and like a positive outcome, I want to believe that everything happens for a reason. Okay, it was a test, so you could come out stronger. But when it does come to like really horrific things that happen within society, then it's like, oh, I don't want to believe it happens for a reason. Right. Like they didn't deserve it. Do you know what I mean? Exactly.
It is a 50-50 thing.
Exactly.
And that's the way life is.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes things happen. You go, oh, maybe. It's like, I used to know around here, but all of a sudden I've actually got a place in. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And so I think sometimes they do. It's a complicated subject of life. And, I don't know how you sort of write about it because it's difficult. It's a very sort of complicated.
Exactly.
Emotions and stuff like that.
But I think even just encouraging people to think. Do you know what I mean? Because we can get stuck in our day-to-day, and it is really good to be in the present moment. But for lack of a better term, sometimes it is good to take stock and just kind of reflect and just have that time to sit and think. And it's humbling because then you realise that you don't have all the answers.
No. I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
Ever will. But, so are you saying that you want your music to make people think?
Yeah.
As well as enjoy, listen and all that. So you want them to listen and go, oh yeah.
100%.
So there's more to it than just singing, isn't there?
Yeah, I want people to feel a big hug when they listen to my music. But like I have songs that's like Sweet Wine, that's fun. So there are songs that I have that I'm just like, I literally just want to sing to you. And when we are in a party, you can be dancing and let your hair down. Like, there are songs to not think about anything other than, like, shaking a leg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But, there are also songs where I want to kind of feel like I'm giving back. Do you know what I mean? But, I feel like there's a time and place for everything. There's a time to just shut off. Okay, I've had a long day. I've had a long week. And I just want to kind of let go of my inhibitions and just dance and jump up and down. So there are songs like that, and I feel like that's the beauty of performing live. Because when I'm performing live, I just want to like sing all the songs that just make people get up and do you know what I mean, move.
It's a nice thought to have for you to want to make people enjoy that evening with you and perform and get them to dance, and that's a power, isn't it?
Exactly. And I feel like it comes with experience as well, because like I've been on the scene, and then it's like I feel like there's definitely a time and a place for every kind of sound. And I feel like because I'm versatile and I've always tried to keep my versatility, I've tried to create an archive where people can be at a live show and get up. Do you know what I mean? No shade. Like, I don't know. I don't want to hear back-to-back heartbreak stories at a live show. Do you know what I mean? There's a time and a place. Unless I've left the house to cry. make me dance a little bit.
I like that kind of thing, a darker side of the song as well. Because that doesn't mean that you have to be sad with it. You might connect with it and it might help you in a different way. Just because it's got some sad subjects or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Yeah.
I like all thing. Although I'm a person who just stand there and stare at when I go to the concert, because I'm in the music and everybody's dancing around. I'm just like, usually with my arms folded, I'm just like just listening, watching the musicians, watching the singer. like I don't move. And then people think you don't like music, but I get in there. I just hit you. Yeah, but I think all subjects. Yeah, a lighter one or a dark one is fine because it's made to make you think.
No, true. Because I feel like, especially there is a space for everything. And it kind of depends where you are and what people expect. But I wouldn't want people to expect like to come out and dance and I'll make them sad, or people to like expect like a sit down dinner and then I'm doing like something really intense. So you definitely, there's an element of reading the room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool, sure. That's right. Yeah, they're all ready to go, and then you sing a ballad, and they're all like, "Oh no!" When
Surprise!
But you'll see them emotions, won't you?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
There.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then that's what I was saying. Is like one of the most enjoyable things about doing the live shows, because there's no distance between you and the audience. It isn't okay. Someone's heard your song. And they may give you feedback about it, and it may be filtered. Yeah. Like, you actually get to see what it does to people in real life, real time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no way to hide your facial expressions. There's no way to hide when you start nodding along to a song. These are things that just happen naturally. Yeah. So, it's really good feedback.
I bet, yeah, of course, yeah. That must make you emotional as well when you're sort of getting that reaction. Sort of people smiling and dancing and you feel that. Yeah,
exactly. It's very humbling.
Yeah.
It's very humbling. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing, though, music. I think. It's difficult and easy, but it's difficult. You're very clever.
Thank you.
Don't forget that.
Thank you.
Not only are you writing, you're singing that as well. To make that into a melody.
Yeah.
Well, I could write something, but to make that into a melody, ain't going to happen. But it's very clever.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you got to be brave as well, because I grew up doing spoken word, and I had a mentor, and one of the things that he advised when you're writing is mix something that's true and authentic with something new and creative. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But one can't work without the other. Yeah. He was basically saying the creativity and creating your own metaphors and similes is not going to work if the story isn't authentic to you, or it's not believable. It's not something that people can connect to. So that's the thing. You do have to tap into a lot of emotions. Yeah, and some are fun, some aren't fun. No. And then you've got to also be able to snap back into reality and just understand that, okay, you've taken your mind or your heart to a space, but you don't need to stay in that space. Or, okay, this might be a really upful song and you're really excited, but you need to go to work. You know what I mean? You can't just party all day to this song.
No, that's right. Yeah. It's a difficult thing to do.
Yes.
Because it can, a sadder song, you could end up falling into that pit of sort of despair with it, can't you? But you got to, like you say, come back out.
Yeah.
Go, right, that's a song, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to earlier, he says you leave yourself behind when he does art. He don't worry about if he's drawn something wrong. It's easy going, and that's what it is. And he says leave yourself at the door. God, you'd be a nervous wreck otherwise, wouldn't you?
No, honestly.
1 minute you're up, next minute down. If it's a sad time of the song, you'd be all over the place.
Exactly, and then it's like I really like what that other artist said that you're referencing, because it is that the idea of letting go of perfection as well. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm waiting for every song to be perfect, I'm just waiting, and people are going to be waiting, and the wait's never over because you're looking for something that doesn't.
Do you do a bit of that though? Do you make a song and then you go, I just want to Or are you okay? You can leave it alone?
I've learned to leave it alone. I've had to learn. Because like I said, this is a compilation of things that my team was just like, yes, this is going on there, this is going on there, this is going on there. I'm fighting. Like, we're bumping heads. They're like, no, we're doing this. I'm like, okay. So, there's a part of, not a part, because I do believe I'm a true creative, but I'm a true creative to the extent where there are people that have to intervene and be like, okay, this is what needs to be done. It's great that you put all of these things, but you need to let go. So this album was a part of like letting go, and like even the artwork. I was telling you that I painted or I drew the artwork myself, and it was kind of like, okay, this album's got to go. We need a cover for it, and I'm just like, well, I've got this picture that I've drawn, and I think it's really good, and I'm gonna take a photo of it and send it to you, because that was literally the task. Because I drew this picture and for One Love, because it was on my head and I knew the album was coming out and the song was coming out, so I just kind of was expressing myself in like actual like painting art, and it was just something that I kind of created to keep myself motivated, and I shared it with my team, and then it was like, that's the album cover, and I was like, oh. I was like,
so
okay,
the more you draw as well.
You
can't have two. You can sing and then draw. One of them, you can't be that talented.
My goodness. This just escalated. Like, honestly, I started going to art classes, art in the docks. I started going to art classes, and like, I was just showing my friends and family like some pieces of art, and they was just like, wow, like I never knew like you could do art. And I was like, what, you like it? Do you know what I mean? So that kind of escalated, and I've just made so many different art pieces. It was like, it was meant to be like, no, it is still fun, but now it's like something I take really quite seriously. Do you know what I mean?
You're an all-round artist. I sing it, I make the album, and I do the cover. There you go. Just don't need no one else to
it was jokes. It was really funny. I had this colleague, and he's so funny. I showed him a picture of something that I drew, and he's like, oh, okay, did you go to art school? And I just had a little like laugh to myself, because it was really flattering. Do you know what I mean? Like someone's asking me if I go to art school because of something I draw, and I was thinking, no, I wish.
It's nice to hear the compliments, though, and then you realise that I am quite good at this. When people compliment you on your songs and your singing, and now your other arts, that you go, oh, okay, it's lovely to hear. And more people should compliment people for what they can do, because it's not all easy.
No, it's true, and it kind of goes hand in hand. And that's what I was saying earlier, let the professionals professional, because whether I'm like around athletes that are really, do you know what I mean, established, or whether I'm around like photographers like yourself that are very talented, or take the compliment. you know I've been walking around the studio and I'm like in love with so many of these pieces, like honestly, and like being around like painters or designers at the top of their game, I'm literally in awe as well.
They do influence you, don't they? And I've got influence down since I've been here. Even though I'm a photographer and they're painters, you still go, you can get influence through everybody. And
honestly,
there's a lovely group of people. There isn't anybody that you dislike, and you feed off of them.
Honestly, because there's a picture you took of me, and I absolutely love it.
I was with the phone.
It was at a Christmas party, and in true like party fashion, so they turned down the lights. The lights went down. Nothing shady was going on, but the lights went down, and then I just got out my camera phone and like shine the light on, because that is like, it just gave me concert vibes. Okay, the lights are down, we're still partying, turn on your camera light, or bring out the lighters.
I thought, I've got to take that.
Honestly, when you sent me the shot, I was like, that was so authentic, and it was just literally just me vibes, and I loved like the black and white. Like, I just loved everything about it. But you're welcome.
people being natural is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
And like when you sing, you're singing out to people just being natural.
Mm-hmm.
If they let themselves go, if they don't and just concentrate on your music, they're still natural. And that's the best thing in the world. Arrogant and fake people, they can go by the side, but when anyone's natural,
honestly,
like, that was a good photo because you was natural.
Honestly,
You like didn't know I'd done it, took it, and you was enjoying the moment and stuff like that. That's the best picture of it. Not just because I took it; it was because you was being yourself and doing what you want to do.
Literally, I was like singing and dancing away, and he caught it. But yeah, that's what I like a lot about your photography. Like, it does actually speak to the times of
it's
what you're actually
about
seeing.
A story and a composition.
Yeah,
so you've got to have a story. Like with your music, you've got to have a story.
Yeah.
It's you can sing a sort of nonsensical song and it can be good because of the rhythm of the music and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's all to do with the story.
Yeah,
it conveys better, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was good. It's a good little party that was.
Yeah,
it was a good little party that.
Yeah.
And it was lovely to meet you there.
Honestly, no, that was actually good vibes. It was so natural. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good night. Yeah. But thank you for talking to me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's been lovely, and I like to hear what you do and how you do it and stuff like that. And I'll be watching you.
Thank you.
One day you'll be going past on a limo and I go, do you remember me? And you'll be going, no, get that man away. Please do get that man away.
No, you'll be on tour with me, my photographer. Are you joking?
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Bet.
I'd love
let's
to.
Bet.
Next time you have a gig, I'll be there.
Great, I'd love to see you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And thank you, Zeze.
Oh, thank you.
Really nice to talk to you. It's superb. To have a proper conversation, because although we was talking over there, you can't.
Honestly, we're partying. Everyone's so busy.
Even I threw a shape. I put an elbow out. You know.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. It's been lovely.
Thank you for having me. That's EverythingZeZe, and One Love album is out now.
What a wonderful insight to music creation and live performance from Zeze. As artists, we use life's experiences and our personalities to convey art in different forms. And music is no exception. Art comes in many guises: painting, drawing, sculptures, and performance art like dancing and singing. I often find that one can influence the other, like music helps a painter express themselves whilst in the studio, or a singer can invoke a story from a piece of art into music. And recently, myself, trying to add images to some beautiful poetry. I'm also learning, whilst making these podcasts and talking to these very talented people, that although we have different personas and opinions, that there is a remarkable similar thread that runs through us that makes us look at life differently and record it in whatever manner we see fit. Oh, a little bit deep, I think, that one. Hope it wasn't too profound, and you'll join me next time for another interesting conversation with an equally interesting artist. This was It's Art at the End of the Day.